Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, doing a little studying here from the week and realized that I actually forgot to review a GCW show from last weekend. GCW, Can I Trust You? As GCW embarks on their 3-day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday tour of Tokyo, Japan, teaming up with DDT on tomorrow night, and then the two shows, The Sky is the Limit and You Only Die Once, coming up in the next 3 days there in Tokyo, running Corrigan Hall tomorrow. Thought I'd go ahead and run down the GCW Can I Trust You show from last weekend as we prepare for the week that's going to be between the 12th and the 18th. We have 5 big GCW shows. So yeah. The next 7 days is going to be 5 shows to GCW, and then after that, we are less than a week away from Homecoming. Alright, so we're going to run down this card here as we get ready for the week that's going to be GCW. So I'm not going to get a lot of details about the matches, kind of star ratings, what I thought, and go from there. First match, we had Alec and Marcus Mathers teaming up against CPF back in the States, Danny Black, Joe Lando. A couple guys that work a lot of the indie shows over in Europe and the UK. Great hard-hitting, high-risk maneuver match. We know how good Alec Price is. We know how high-risk maneuver Marcus Mathers is. Danny Black, Joe Lando, about the same. End up giving the match 3.5 star, 10 minutes, and Alec Price and Marcus Mathers getting the victory. Next up, we had Griffin, McCoy, and Tony Deppen. Just a good, solid wrestling match. One of those matches you're watching and you're just pleased with what you're seeing. Griffin McCoy getting the victory in 11 minutes and 23 seconds. I end up giving it 3 star. Next up, we had a tag team match. The rich and powerful Charles Mason, Richard Holliday with Parrow out there at their side, methodically taking on Fuego del Sol and Sam Stackhouse. This is one of those matches that when you see Charles Mason just do the stuff that he does to different wrestlers all the time in GCW, he ended up taking the mask of Fuego del Sol. He ended up beating down Sam Stackhouse with the help of Parrow. Del Sol and Stackhouse ended up getting the victory. Just the methodical nature of what the rich and powerful are. And giving it 2.5 star. 9-minute match. Just shows you the lengths that Charles Mason will go just to be a methodical prick. Next up, we had a six-way tag team match, trios match here. We had Los Desperados, which is Arez, Gringo, Loco, and Jack Cartwheel. High risk Lucha Libre stars taking on 3 guys who are part of other tag teams. They all came together. Main Arrow Sat is the name of it. Errol Vengo, Jay Lyon, and Joe Maximo. Joel Maximo, he teams with his brother Joe, I believe his name is. Jay Lyon normally teams with Minus Black. And then Errol Vengo, I can't remember who he teams with normally. Nice little just high impact match. I end up giving it 3.25 star, 13 minutes. Next up, we had the One Called Manders taking on Matt Tremont in a death match. Oh yeah, we had blood. We had all kinds of. We had a chop fest. We had gusset plates involved. We had forks involved. We had just sickness with chairs and just a little bit of all that. 2 guys that, Matt Tremont is a legend in the deathmatch scene. One Called Manders, he's pretty darn good. I ended up giving this match 3.25 with One Called Manders getting the victory. Next up, we had a GCW World Title match. GCW Champion Blake Christian, yes, I know, technically he was stripped of it because he was wrestling in the Best of Super Juniors. But he still has the title. He still claims himself as champion. We know that Mance Warner is also champion. We know at Homecoming in 2 weeks we will have the triple threat ladder match with Joey Janela. But in the meantime, Blake Christian's still defending the title. Defended against Masha Slamovich. the Russian Nightmare. I mean, she takes it to guys like Blake Christian and almost eats them for lunch. They fought into the crowd. They fought all over the place. Blake Christian at the end of it was able to get the victory. I ended up giving this match a 3.5. Super good match. I think Blake Christian, Mance Warner, Joey Janela will put on match of the year in that main event and homecoming. Next up, we had a GCW Extreme title match on the line. Champion Maki Itoh taking on Alec, Katch. Here's my problem with this. It was the most tame Extreme Rules match ever because there was no extreme to it. It was just one chair. That was it. It wasn't extreme. 8-minute match. I don't like this at all. Rename the title. Get that on Maki Itoh. Whatever you got to do, but don't call it extreme when it's not extreme. One chair is not extreme. When we had the match that Manders and Tremont had. But Maki Itoh getting the victory, and I ended up giving it 3.25. Next up, we had Joey Janela teaming up with Bayne, taking on Broski, Jimmy, and Mance Warner. Now, when this match first started, Joey wasn't out there. He wasn't cleared yet. It was Bayne versus Broski and Mance Warner. More of like a 2-on-1 handicap match. Manser took the screwdriver to Bayne again. He took her eye out once. She was wearing an eye patch. Then we had Joey Janela come out in a hospital gown and get involved in the match, help Bayne, was able to get the victory. 14.5 minutes, I give it 3-star with Joey Janela and Bayne getting the victory there. Sub-main, we had the Legion of Rot, Frightmare, and Hallowicked taking on Los Macizos, Cicope, Medio Extremo. Really nothing hardcore about this. We had 3 chairs. The Legion of Rot got the victory, 10.5 minutes. I ended up giving it 3-star as well. Then the main event, which was Speedball Mike Bailey taking on Raj Desi, formerly known as Jinder Mahal. I mean, the fact that we had Bailey kicking out of his Raj Desi's biggest moves, super kicked the holy hell out of him. We got chairs involved. They took out Speedball Mike Bailey. We had the referee get knocked out. We had Alec Katch come out. We just had so much chaos around this involving Raj Desi and Effie Effie's friends and Bailey's friends and the 2 goons that work with Desi. Ended up in a no contest. I ended up giving it 2.75 star. Just, I'm getting kind of off with these matches in a no contest, but that is what it is, I guess. But again, that is GCW. I Can't Trust You. Forgot all about reviewing it last week. It's last weekend show. 3 days this week in Tokyo, tomorrow in Korakuen Hall. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, from the independent scene to the main event of WrestleMania. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, Sports Town content.